It's Monday morning. We got important work to do, so let's go.
Yeah, I WhatsApped you just now about getting those on Facebook quickly. Ernesto is already edited if you want to get that in the queue, or if you want to just wait until tonight when it's... So instead of doing a big editorial meeting in the morning the way they used to do, we're mostly just communicating via WhatsApp early in the morning, sometimes starting from as early as 6:30. We're sending messages back and forth about who's covering what, who's going where, who's going to need, a cameraman for various things.
So starting off my day, I've been assigned to the weekly police press brief, which will take me to the Raccoon Street headquarters, where we'll get an update of what has transpired over the weekend.
Okay, so what I'm doing right now is to work on some spillover news from last Friday's House meeting. I'm trying to get it out of the way because in the news industry, news happens at any time and we have to be prepared to move. So the earlier I get this done, then I'll be free to move on to whatever else comes my way.
Today, I'll be working on the National Digital Plan, the launch that is taking place at the Biltmore. I've also been given the task to work on the Welcome Home event for Miss Earth. Belize, for the first time, won actually the title of Miss Earth and Destiny Wagner. So I have that, and already I have assignments for tomorrow.
All right, so we are inside the Channel 5 studio at the front desk, and we're talking to some Gimme 5 participants. And so we have here with us
He's very active at this moment, and our operations team. I'm here at the Biltmore Plaza, where the government of Belize is launching its digital plan, its national digital plan. So we're going to go in, sit in, listen on to some of the speeches that will be given to find out exactly what's going on. And then the Prime Minister is here, so we would see if maybe he'd be willing to give us some kind of comment on vaccination and the Sugar Industry Amendment Act that was recently launched. And then Minister Henry Charles Usher is here as well. And he can speak to us about the replacement for the Auditor General who has left, and maybe that redistricting case. So let's see if they're going to give us some interview, okay? Let's go, guys.
In Belize, you get to a stage where you have won all the major races at least 3 times. What more is there to do at home?
So I'm here at the Marian Jones complex, and we came to cover a signing. Kaya Katoos, Councillor Kaya Katoos has signed for a 1-year contract with LA Sweat, and she'll be doing cycling at another level internationally for that US-based company. So we'll hear all about that more in the news.
Do you, like many families, does your family make it a tradition to sit in front of the TV and participate in Gimme 5?
Well, at home I can see my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loves it?
What?
Yeah?
Certainly. General Secretary, he also the Men's Office.
All right, so days looks different today. But moments ago, I just got done with an interview with some Gimme 5 contestants, and right after the interview, I'll get into sorting those interviews to get some of the stronger clips, some of the stronger bites out of those interviews for you to enjoy, and then I'll be writing around that to present the story in a way that is palatable, in a way that is enjoyable for the audience. I'll send that up to my editor after I finish voicing it. I'll send it up to my editor and he'll do the magic. A lot of the magic happens between this desk and where the editor does his editing.
We have about an hour and 15 minutes until the newscast actually happens live. So we're putting the finishing touches on all the stories. I've got a tentative rundown going in terms of story order and what we're going to run where. It's supposed to look real pretty, but it's a little. And the news assistant is starting to collate pages and to getting things ready for the anchor and the people in the control room.
The digital era will allow nationwide access to government services using electronic devices. All right, so I just finished recording the carts for the digital launch package. So now I take the script to George so that he can edit it. So off to George now.
What I'm doing is I'm cutting some bites for the news from House meeting on Friday. I'm given a script by the reporter. I find the corresponding file, and then we just use the ins and outs to find the bite that they want, and then we prepare it for the newscast.
This morning I went with Chris. He was the cameraman that I worked with today, and he's now editing my story that I did on Kaya Katu's special announcement that she made. And now I'm working on a few other stories. Two of them are police stories, and another one that my news director has assigned.
You know me, stay active like always. I'm up to like what, 6 bites, 6 SOTs at 5:45. I'll be ready for 6 though. You best believe I will be ready.
This is preparation for News 5 Live before 6 o'clock. We have about 6 minutes, almost 5 minutes, and typically what that looks like is preparation. So you have your rundown, which is basically a long list of all the stories that we're supposed to be reading or presenting at news time. And then I have my headline intro and a whole lot of scripts on my desk. A lot of people always ask if I am reading from a prompter or what are the papers on my desk. So basically, yes, I do read from a prompter. There would be times where I would have to just impromptu read a script that's on my desk. And yeah, that's typically what it is.
We celebrate big at Channel 5. How big? It's our 30th anniversary.
All right, done by then. And open mic and cue. Zoom in. Continue.
Live for Monday, December 6th. I am Sabrina Daly.